Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode in my Football Manager series. This is episode number 6, and today we're returning with our FA Cup quarter-final away against Leicester City, and then a huge relegation 6-pointer at home to Watford. Before we play the games though, shall Norwich be getting on off camera? And of course, there is just the one game to show you off camera after what was a surprisingly successful last episode, where of course we had that fantastic 2-1 victory away at St James's Park in the 5th round of the FA Cup, and then our best win of the season, the 4-1 victory at home to Brighton. You have no idea how happy I was when I stopped recording the last episode. But yeah, one game off camera, and unfortunately after back-to-back victories, it was back to a familiar feeling with Norwich. We went away to Molineux to take on Wolves, right now pushing for a Champions League place, and we lost by 3-1. We did take the lead through closer in the 5th minute, but literally directly from kickoff, the host got back on level terms. Raul Jimenez with the finish, and there were 10 minutes to go, holding on to a point. Wolves did it again. They did this at Carrow Road, and they did it here at Molineux as well. Scored the late goals to win the game. First an own goal through Max Aaron, so unfortunate for the right back. Almost cleared the ball off the line, but couldn't do so. And then Daniel Podence in stoppage time wrapped the game up for Wolves as they got the 3 points. So on the back of that defeat there, as you can see, we are still outside of the relegation zone, and as some games have been played before our one right now, as you can see, it is still really tight. West Ham still could get out of it, even at the bottom of the table right now, only 4 points off Southampton and have a game in hand as well, whereas for us, we're in 16th place, have a game in hand on 2 of the teams below us right now, but are just a 1 point ahead of Watford, who of course will be our second opponents today. So it's so goddamn tight at the bottom of the table, and again, it's still anyone's guess as to who goes down between Newcastle and West Ham. It could be any of these 6. And I don't think there's anything else to show you off camera thinking about either. So let's just dive right into the first game of this episode. Wow, this is probably the quickest we ever got into a game in one of my Football Manager saves. But yeah, let's do it then. Oh, Liverpool, how do you not beat Southampton away? Come on, seriously. But we're not getting the luck, are we, right now, from the games that are played outside of our one. But yeah, Leicester away here at King Power Stadium. And we're going to line up the 4-1-2-3 Gegenpress that we used in our last episode. And this will be our team right now on the injury report. Only Oliveira is down right now. Everyone else is fully fit. So this will be our team then. We've got Farman in goal, back four of Lewis, Holding, Godfrey and Aarons, with Tribal, Fernandes and Duda through the middle. Buendia's on the left, Dembele's on the right, and Ida starts up top, as these two have been really good in recent games. On the bench, Farines, Closer, Byram, Teti, Cantwell, Pookie and Dermot. And one change to my tactics before the game as well. As you can see, in the last episode we were playing a high defensive line, but against Leicester they like runners in behind the back line, especially Jamie Vardy. So what we're going to do to counter that is drop our defensive line and not give them space in behind our back four. So yeah, first game today, it's the FA Cup quarter-final and a chance to reach Wembley. Come on, you Canaries. I'm going to be very passionate in my pre-match team talk as well and say to the... finally, my ears just popped. Sorry, all day my right ear is, you know, when like it's kind of like muffled. It's finally popped. What is it? 7:30 in the evening. Took your bloody time. Anyway, sorry. I'm going to leave that in. Passionately, I'm going to say to the boys here, try and instill the magic of the cup and say to the lads, I know a lot of you will be keen to avenge what happened when we last played Leicester. Go out there and express yourselves. And they're all motivated and focused from that as well. And you know, I feel genuinely confident as well. I know away from home this season we've not been especially good, but it is worth pointing out our last 2 rounds, we went to St Mary's and won, and we went to St James's Park and won. Come on, you Canaries, let's do it again. Goddamn bitch, I'm not a teen choice. Goddamn bitch, I'm not a bleach boy. Has anyone listened to the new Weekend album, by the way? It was just released a few days ago. Fantastic, isn't it? I know it's off his old album, but either way, brilliant album now. I think my favourite song is probably Hardest to Love. That's a fantastic tune. But anyway, still 0-0, half an hour in here. And I must say, you know, since the arrival of Rob Holding, and I know he's not starting tonight, but Farines as well, we've been so much better defensively. Holding has really helped us out in our back line as Maddison floats in a free kick, and Leicester have the first proper chance here as the former Norwich man Maddison finds Justin, and there is the first goal. 32 minutes in, Leicester have started the game off brighter, and they've got their opener as well. And just so I was talking about us defending better, we concede from a failed clearance. Ball headed away by Rob Holding, but straight to Tielemans. Chilwell keeps the chance alive, Maddison rolls it in, and James Justin, the young fullback, gives the Foxes the opener. 1-0, but plenty of time, lads. Just closed a few things down in the background as well, so hopefully the game shouldn't lag as much as it was a minute ago. I'm not sure that got picked up in the screen recording there. Maybe it did. The screen was lagging a bit for me. Anyways, Jamie Vardy heads that cross by James Justin behind for a goal kick. They have looked a much better team, as you can see. dominating possession, and we're yet to record a shot yet. Might need to make some changes at the break, otherwise they could get a second not before long and kill this tie off. Anyway, here's Aaron's on the ball, back towards Godfrey. Let's see if we can build a chance from the back here and get ourselves a leveller. Holding, sends it long, but James Justin wins it, and Leicester regain possession. That's a lovely ball in behind to Barnes, and that's what I was worried about. Balls behind our back four, and Harvey Barnes drills it in, and there is the second. In behind Max Aarons. That's why I dropped the defensive line deeper, but clearly it didn't work. Aarons just a little bit complacent there, switched off for a split second. Barnes gets in behind, takes it around as he covers back, and a nice finish in at the near post. 2-0 Leicester, both goals set up by James Maddison. 45 minutes to go, but we're in a whole heap of trouble right now. I think I'm going to have to change the tactics because they're clearly not working. I'm going to get very aggressive at half time as well. And see, I expect to see a much better showing from you in the second half. Nothing really going our way in the first half. Let's change our tactics as well, and possibly our system too. Let's go to the 4-2-3-1 now. Not going to bother making a third change now. Well, to be fair to us in the second half, we actually got back into the game a little bit, didn't we? But didn't create any chances. We got possession back in our favour and recorded a few shots as well. But nothing noteworthy created in 90 minutes. That was the FA Cup quarter-final, and we just didn't seem up for it. 2-0 the final score. We will not be going to Wembley in our first season. I will say I'm not happy with the performance out there, because that was a shadow of ourselves after the last episode. But knocked out of the FA Cup in the quarter-finals, and no Wembley appearance in Season 1. But, to be fair, I'm not going to be too disappointed about that. We were only asked to reach the 5th round. We went one round further. No shame in getting knocked out by Leicester City. And again, the most important thing is staying in the Premier League. I'm fine sacrificing Wembley as long as we keep our heads above the drop zone. I don't mind too much. Oh, yeah, and I just saw as I was continuing Chelsea, thrashed Aston Villa as well, so that does us a favour there. As we try and keep our heads above water. So what I'm going to do now, guys, as we have an international break coming, is I'm going to play the international break off camera, and I expect us to lose heavily against both Spurs away and Everton at home. So I'll play these games off camera, and I'll come back for the relegation 6-pointer against Watford. So we're going to miss like 4 weeks or 3 or 4 weeks off camera. But yeah, I'll play these 2 games, let you know how we got on, and we'll return after a very long absence with Watford at home in a massive battle at Carrow Road. Okay guys, so we're about to go into our second and final game of today's episode, the relegation 6-pointer against Watford at Carrow Road. Before we play that, I do want to show you what happened in our last 2 games off camera. As you can see, as I anticipated, we did have back-to-back defeats. However, I hate to keep saying this because it sounds like I'm making so many excuses, but we genuinely were really unlucky in both of these games, particularly the first one against Spurs where we lost by 2-1 away in London. Ryan Sessegnon gave the host the lead inside the first minute, heading in across before Teemu Pukki scored his first goal in a long time. Making it 1-1 right after the break. We then hit a post twice in the second half, and then with 14 minutes to go, Lucas Moura made it 2-1, and Spurs got the win. And, you know, honestly, man, I'm trying not to keep having to say it, but I genuinely feel if we do end up getting relegated come the end of the season, which is a real possibility, it will be so unfortunate because we deserve more points than we picked up this season, no doubt about it. But the following game was on Tuesday night, and we lost by 3-1 at home to Everton. Buendia scored our opener, and Oliveira, what a ball that was to assist Buendia for the first goal of the game 11 minutes in. But then Everton, right before the break, scored 2 goals in 5 minutes. First Alex Iwobi making it 1-1, and then, to be fair, the second goal was not bad, like it was just shocking defending. This is one of those goals where I think to myself, do you know what? If we defend like that, we deserve to go down. Just a long ball forward from a free kick, Route 1 stuff, that pub football, and Richarlison made it 2-1. And then 21 minutes after the restart, Sidibe, who got the assist for the Richarlison goal, made it 3-1 as the Toffees got the victory. So yeah, back-to-back defeats, 4 defeats on the trot in all competitions, and as you can see, heading into this game against Watford, the table now looks like this. Oh man, 6 games to go. We do have a game in hand on both West Ham and Newcastle United, who are in 15th place right now, are 4 points clear of the Hornets heading into the game. But 3 teams separated by goal difference, and only 3 goals as well, with 6 games remaining. Honestly, this could be flipped come the end of the season. You just don't know who's going down, and there is again still a very possible chance it will be us. And to be fair, if it is us to go down, I'm happy to stay on because I tweeted about this yesterday. Hold on. And no, that's not going to work. So let me see if I can just find it by doing some typing. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Nope. Yes. Nope. There we are. C signs new deal with Norwich. I tweeted about this yesterday evening. Delia Smith, decided to offer me a new contract. This was before the Spurs game, where of course we lost 2-1 away in London, and I decided to put pen to paper and agree a 1-year extension. So if we do end up getting relegated, which again is a real possibility, I am going to stay with this Norwich team if they'll keep me on in the Championship. I'm happy to rebuild here at Carrow Road. They've given me a new deal, fuck knows why, but yeah, a new 1-year deal has been agreed. And also one more thing as well, just to report this too, we have had a new youth intake as well. The reason I didn't show this at the start of the episode is because there's only one decent player from it. It's James Akawa. And to be honest, with just free determination, I'm not too hopeful. However, his potential does seem to be very good indeed, and he's also already got interest from Leicester, which I find quite interesting too. The young 16-year-old, sorry, has good potential, but he'll need to improve the determination if he is to do something for us in the future. So yeah, second and final game today, relegation 6-pointer against the Hornets right now, who are in the relegation zone. Again, just goal difference separate us today. Come on, Norwich City, we need to get a win, and I would say really we need 2 wins in our final 6 games. Also on the injury report as well, in the run-off camera, Ben Godfrey got an injury in training, twisted his ankle, was out for our last 2 games. Bit of bad luck there, and yeah, we really missed Ben because he's been such a great defender for us this season. So this will be our team. We're going back to the 4-2-3-1 for this game after a run of 4 straight defeats with the Gegenpress, and this will be our team. 3 Nez in goal, back for Oliveira. In fact, let's put Lewis back in. He had a slight knock, but let's put Oliveira, let's put Lewis back in at left back. So Lewis, Closer, Holding, and Max Aarons with Tribal and Gelson Fernandes through the middle. Cantwell on the left, Buendia on the right, and Steepman supports Adam Ida. And on the bench, Farman, Zimmerman, Oliveira, not fully fit, Rupp, Duda, Dembele, and Pukki as well. Second and final game, relegation 6-pointer. Lose this, and I think we're going down. Come on, you Canaries. I've looked at our remaining fixtures, and we still have Southampton to play. As I'm going to say to the boys, assertively, it's time to put an end to this poor run of form. Go out there and make it count. We still have Southampton to play. I believe we still have Newcastle to play as well. So we've still got 2 games against 2 of the bottom 6 right now. But we've also got Leicester City, Manchester United as well. So it's tough right now. These are the games where we need wins, not draws, but wins. The first highlight is going to come to the Canaries as well, with Adam Ida playing it back towards Closer. An early goal would do us the world of good here at Carrow Road, as Tribal sends it long to Buendia. That man this season has been on fire. Now Aarons takes over, slides in Buendia, crosses. Oh, off the post! How many times have we hit the woodwork this season? It's like there's a magnet stuck in that ball. I swear, honestly, man, I don't want to make the excuses, but it is honestly true. We have been so unlucky in so many games this season. Just haven't had the rub of the green. Delafeu picks it up down the right. Lewis with the tackle. Well done, Jamal. And we'll get the danger clear. Come on, Norwich. As Jamal sends Ida down the left flank. Can he step inside? He'll play it back. And the chance still alive. As Steeperman finds Todd. Headed away. Todd to Lewis. Oh, it's that man. It is that man. We will not keep hold of him if we go down. Jamal Lewis back in the team with the assist, and oh man, this guy is single-handedly keeping us in the Premier League. Emi Buendia, if we go down, I'm not going to hold him against his will, man. There will be so much interest from Premier League clubs, I'll have to let him go. I can't keep him in the Championship. He's too good. Norwich 1, Watford 0. It's all Buendia this season. Come on, you bloody Canaries. Let's hold on to this, shall we? Our defence this season has been absolutely atrocious, but if we can get a big victory here and a clean sheet too, that will do us the world of good. I said we need at least 2 wins from our final 6 games. Getting 1 here in a relegation 6-pointer would be massive. 45 minutes to go. Come on, boys. Don't let this slip. Come on. What I like right now is the body language from our players. Well, not that Buendia's just got anxious, but they're mostly calm and motivated for this clash. Bloody hell, Farinas. Get back in your goal, son. As Rob sends it long and Gelson gets it on the deck. I like the body language. I do. As Buendia. Oh, good save by Ben Foster. Second goal, and that's all we need, I think. That'll be the dagger. Come on, Norwich. Come on, Norwich. Oh, Buendia. What a ball. Holding just wide. Another chance goes begging. I'm going to bring on Dembele for Todd. And I'm going to take off Ida for Pukki for the final 10 minutes as well. As we are almost there. I'm on the edge of my bloody seat right now. And I want to make the third sub to waste a bit more time as well. Let's bring on Duda for Steeperman. Almost there. Yes, that's going to do it. Come on. Emi Buendia single-handedly keeping us in the Premier League. You know, if you were to give me the choice, Wembley or staying in the Premier League, you know I'll take the latter every day of the week. Relegation 6-pointer, and we claim the victory. A very nice victory, well done. And I'll tell you this right now, if worst does come to worst and we do get relegated, I'm letting Buendia go. It is not fair for this guy to be carrying the team all season long and have to do it in the Championship as well. Too bloody good, this guy. He's the only reason we're above the drop zone right now. What a win for Norwich. Absolutely huge. And maybe Delia knows what she's doing, giving me that contract extension. We now go 3 points clear of the drop zone, although Southampton do have a game in hand and can cut the gap on us to just goal difference. So that was today's episode of Football Manager, guys. So big thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all. Have a fantastic day, and we'll return in the next episode with games against, I can't miss that one, can I? Newcastle away at St James's Park. We'll come right back to with the next game next week, and then I'll play Crystal Palace away off camera, and then Southampton at home. Got to play those two games together in the next episode. So have a great day, guys. Much love to you all, and I'll see you for another massive episode of Football Manager in the next episode with 2 relegation 6-pointers.